Hello and welcome to your 20-minute heart opening flow. So for today's practice, we are really going to be looking at working through the heart space and working through our chakras, in particular anahata, our heart chakra. So we're going to be doing lots of poses that open out through the shoulders and shine the chest forwards. Now, when you're ready, I invite you to come down to the mat, to a kneeling position or maybe to a cross-legged position, somewhere where you're feeling comfortable, and just close down the eyes. Letting the palms rest, maybe on the thighs or the knees, maybe taking palms up. Just signifying, allowing all of that good energy in. And just staying with the breath here. Grounding down, focusing on those inhales and those exhales. Maybe taking a shoulder roll back. And today I invite you to work with a mantra. And our mantra today is going to be, I give love and I allow love in. If you would like to, just repeating that. I give love and I allow love in. Keeping with the breaths, and if you feel the mind wander throughout this practice, just coming back to that mantra. On an inhale, interlacing those fingers together. Just seeing if we can take a stretch overhead, reaching the arms up to the sky. And keep the eyes closed here. But tilt the head so that it's facing up towards the fingers. Exhale, draw a big circle with the hands, bring them back to the lap. Interlace again. Inhale, we lift up, finding that stretch. Exhale, draw the hands around in that circle and bring them back to the lap. Taking the hands onto the knees now, you can gently flutter open through the eyes. You're going to take some seated cat-cow. So you're taking one big breath in through the nose and releasing out through the mouth. Sweep the hands behind you, and as we inhale, we lift through the chest. Maybe dropping the head back, opening up through the throat chakra as well. Exhale, we draw the hands round, curve through the back, lower the head, reach the fingers out in front. Working through this a couple of times, inhaling, taking those fingers behind you, opening through the chest, letting the head drop back. Exhale, circling those fingers round, curving through the back, dropping the head. Inhaling, fingers come behind. Exhale, we stretch them forwards. Waking up through the spine here. Inhale one more time. Exhale, draw everything back round. And then on your next inhale, just coming back up to kneeling. Taking a shoulder roll here. And then from this kneeling position or from cross-legged, I just want you to walk those hands forwards and come to face this way. So we're coming almost into a narrow leg child's pose. Staying with the breath here. Walking those hands over to the right hand side. Feeling that stretch open out through the side body. Taking those hands back through center. And then walking them over to the left. Feeling that opening all the way through the right side body, working through the hands, up the arms, and then walking back to center, and slowly bringing those hands in towards you, coming back up to kneeling. Inhale, taking the arms as if you're drawing a circle, back up to the sky, gaze to the hands. Exhale, we want to find that side stretch over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center, and then drop the hands down here. Taking left hand down to the floor beside you, it might just be fingertips. Inhale, sweep that right arm up and stretch it over. Staying with that breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. As we exhale, coming up, planting that right hand down, inhaling, sweeping left arm up and over, deepening into that stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, coming up. Walking those hands out in front if you're in kneeling. Uncrossing the legs if you've got crossed legs. Just walking the hands down. Coming up onto the hips. And finding that cat-cow here. Breathing, so shoulders stacked above wrists, hips stacked above knees. As we inhale, we lift that chest. Exhale, dome through the back, drop the head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll down. One more time, inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, dome that spine, drop it down. Coming back to neutral here. And we want to walk those knees back out and see if we can just wave the body down onto the belly. Taking those hands out in front. So elbows are stacked above shoulders here. Just finding Sphinx. Keeping that gaze forwards. So already here we're finding a back bend. We're lifting through the chest, the head. The feet can be slightly wider than hip distance if you'd like them to be. Just holding here for a couple of seconds. Keeping that gaze forwards. When you're ready, exhaling down. And we want to take those fingers slightly away from the body and slightly further forwards than they were before. And as we inhale, we're going to come up onto the fingertips and find Cobra. So just taking it easy here, the arms don't have to straighten, and we're going to undulate. So as we inhale, we push up through the hands, lift up through the belly, keep the head down, and then as you straighten the arms, slowly lifting that head up, maybe dropping it back. Arms don't have to be straight here. Exhale. We lower the body back down. Working slowly, working through this 3 more times. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, rolling down. Shining that heart. Inhale. Head and neck come last. Exhale. Last one, inhale, push up. Exhale, forward fold. Lovely. Taking those hands in front, releasing the forehead down for just a second. Maybe just finding some movement here throughout the hips. And then when you're ready, using the hands to push you back up. Coming through a wide leg child's pose, taking forehead down to the mat. Breathing here. Option here if you would like to take those fingers further forward. Take the palm up into the air. Find kind of a wide leg variation of an extended puppy. Opening through that shoulder space here, through the chest. Staying with that breath. Puppy can be quite intense. And then ever so slowly using those hands to push you back up. And rolling the body up. Taking the legs round and out in front of you. Flexing through those feet, keeping everything nice and active, going tall through that spine. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest here. Inhale, take that right arm up and take it behind you. Exhale, and then inhale again, left arm sweeps up. Either hugging around that right knee, taking the elbow to the outside of the right knee, keeping active through those hands. Inhale, find length. Exhale, find that twist through the body, take the gaze behind you. Keeping both feet nice and active, keeping the hands active here, everything's switched on. Glutes are switched on, legs are switched on. Staying with that breath. Breathing in and out. Kind of finding that corkscrew motion here with the body coming up and then opening. When we're ready, exhaling. Sweeping both arms round to the other side, so left side, pushing through, finding a slight counter twist. Taking right leg out long, drawing left knee in. This time inhaling, taking right arm up and then placing it behind us. Exhale and then inhale, right arm flies up. Either finding that hug around the knee, taking the elbow to the outside. Inhaling, finding that length. Exhaling to twist, finding that space in the body and taking your gaze, your drishti behind you. Once again, keeping absolutely everything active here. Keeping with that breath. Inhaling and exhaling. One more big inhale. And then release everything. Take both hands over to the left side. Find a slight counter twist, just neutralizing through that spine. And then coming back, taking the legs out long. Just going to scooch forward. Taking the hands out in front and ever so slowly just lowering yourself down onto the mats. Staying with the breath as you lower down. Taking those knees into the chest, finding a hug and just rocking yourself from side to side. Finding that movement here, that motion as you massage through the back. Taking soles of the feet up to the air, maybe taking fingers around the big toes or hands to the ankles or around the feet. Dropping those knees to the side and just finding a happy baby here. Opening out through the hips, find a gentle rock. Keeping with that breath. Drawing those knees back together. And we're going to come into our final relaxation into Shavasana. And I invite you here, if you have pillows or blocks or anything that you might use, maybe you have a bolster. If you do, absolutely brilliant. We're going to come into a heart opener to finish off. So taking either those pillows stacked behind you, and we just want to place them kind of behind the lower back. Sorry, exceedingly creaky floors today. Bring that bolster in behind you. Inhale here. And then we exhale and draw the body back down. So you might just have your pillow stacked behind you. If this is feeling too deep for you, feel free to use less pillows. Just dropping those feet out to the sides, or maybe you'd like to bring the soles of the feet in together. Find a Supta Baddha Konasana variation, taking the palms up and hands slightly away from the body. Closing down the eyes and just coming back to focus on that breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. And just knowing that through our Shavasana, it's totally normal for thoughts, feelings, emotions to come up, especially when we're in a pose like this with this heart opening. A lot of emotion can come up because you're leaving the top of the body quite open. If things do just come up, just allowing them to sit with you. As you take a pause here, as you recalibrate. Keeping your focus on that breath. Also, just notice if that breath is getting stuck anywhere. Is it getting stuck through the throat or through the chest? Just becoming aware of your body. On your next inhale, moving ever so slowly, moving mindfully. So if you've got your legs in that Supta Baddha Konasana, you might like to use your hands to draw your knees together, and then use your hands to slowly prop yourself up as you come off your bolster or your cushions. Keeping the eyes closed, just coming to a comfortable seated position, maybe cross-legged. Dropping the chin down. And just bringing one hand to the chest, placing the other on top. Feeling into that heart space, feeling into the breath. Feeling the breath expanding the chest hair as you breathe. Taking one more big breath in through the nose. And releasing it out through the mouth. Bringing palms together to heart center. And gently just fluttering open the eyes. Sitting up tall and releasing those hands down. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed those heart openings. Pop over to the Instagram if you did and let me know. And I hope you have a lovely rest of the day.